What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. I know that I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. You'll be able to talk to animals. Yeah, that's right. You'll be able to Dr. Dolittle if you press the like button. Tell your dog what's up. Maybe made a rap song with him. I don't know. Real talk though, guys, hope you're having a good day. If you are, head over to GFuel.com and use code Scrubby at checkout for 30% off. As you guys can tell from the title and thumbnail today, I have a story that's a little bit bizarre, okay? And by a little bit bizarre, I mean a lot of bizarre. One of my most popular videos was about this kid that I knew, that 8-hour class pet, alright? He like chowed down on that little thing. It never even stood a chance. It was a very sad moment. So when I saw a DM pop up from a subscriber that said they had a story about someone eating a class pet at their school, I knew that I was gonna have to tell it because, I don't know, it's just one of those situations where when you read it, you have to talk about it. It's not every day that Billy the Goldfish gets swallowed by a girl with braces, okay? Like, it's just not something that happens all the time. So that's what we're gonna be doing, and, yeah, buckle your seatbelt and get ready for a wild ride, and trust me, it's wild. So there was this girl named Leanne, right? And she was a little bit off, you know, the type of off where eventually you could just tell that she was gonna snap and eat a goldfish. That's a joke, but regardless, she was always just a little bit off, you know, just weird enough where you were like, wow, something is really off with this Leanne girl, but I just can't put my finger on it, all right? She put a finger on a class pet and ate it, but you couldn't put your finger on exactly why she was so bizarre. And anyways, one day we're sitting in class and this Leanne girl starts asking questions that are weirdly specific about what could theoretically happen to somebody if they ate the class pet, which is like a super weird thing to ask without a reason, you know? Regardless, after forcing the teacher to explain that the student would probably get in trouble for eating the class pet, she's like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, and just stops talking. And everybody, you know, doesn't really think much of it because it's Leanne and she's naturally a very weird person who asks weird questions. And in retrospect, it became super obvious why she was asking. But at the time, everybody was just like, why is she asking stupid questions about what happens when you eat the class pet, okay? Obviously, you're going to get in trouble. The teacher looks confused, everybody looks confused, but Leanne was just sitting there smiling about the fact that, you know, I just need some information on what happens if I eat a goldfish. Probably some nutrition. I don't know. Maybe you'll get some calories from it. It can't be much, dude. I feel like real goldfish are not the snacks that smile back. So whatever. Everybody else goes about their day. But eventually, we get to science class, right? And she notices that her science teacher, who's super popular with all the kids, everybody loves them, is very upset. Almost looks distraught, right? So she's kind of like, huh, that's weird. And something that you should know about this science teacher is that they were known for kind of being the cool science teacher that had some pets in the room. There was a chinchilla, a snake, and a lot of fish. That's gonna be important, right? So she's like, oh, I wonder what's wrong. So she asked her teacher, hey, is everything okay? You look a little down, which is weird. Like, I've never had a relationship like that with my teacher. Okay, good for this person who sent me the story for being able to ask their teacher what's going on, bruh. If my teacher would look sad, I'd just be like, yo, high key, really hoping we don't get homework because they're sad. But whatever, she asks, you know, this teacher, hey, what's wrong? Like, you seem a little sad. Is everything okay? What's going on? Like, is there anything that we can help with to make you feel better? Because the person who sent me the story is actually a good person that's a little bit more concerned with making sure everyone's okay than, you know, just not getting homework. Good for you. Oh, look at you. You like people and are a good person. What, do you want a medal or something? And this science teacher gets a weird look in their eye and is like, well, Shredder, which is like the de facto school mascot, was a fish that she had in one of the fish tanks in her class, has gone missing. All right, and I know what you're thinking. It seems a little bit weird that the school would have like a de facto mascot, but just to put things in perspective on how bad it is that the Shredder fish has gone missing, the person who sent me the story linked me an Instagram account with like 600 followers for this fish that used to exist at her school. Everybody loved this fish. It was known as like the unofficial mascot of their school. So the unofficial mascot of their school is missing, and obviously fish ain't got legs, bruh. Like, they don't really go missing very often, you know? It's not one of these things where it's like, oh my gosh, guys, the fish ran away. The door was unlocked last night. I guess he must have walked out on his own, bruh. Unless this man really popped up legs and evolved like a Pokemon, something tells me this fish did not just walk out of here. Like, I don't feel like that's even possible. So, obviously, this makes the science teacher a little bit concerned because chances are if a fish escapes its tank, it didn't last too long, you know? Maybe a bird ate it or something. And obviously, once this becomes clear, the entire school has a little bit of a freak check out. The science teacher doesn't know what happened, but it's obviously not good because fishes don't pretend to hide very often, all right? It's not like on the Discovery Channel there's ever been a documentary. When this fish is threatened, it jumps out of its water and goes and hides in a coconut. Like, that's just not what happens, right? So after finding out that the fish has gone missing and nobody's fessing up to it, the school launches like an investigation, all right? Not an official one, it's not the dean's office, but all the students, you know, are walking around like little detectives trying to figure out where this fish went. Scooby-Doo, where are you type beat. So the entire school is searching for this fish frantically. Oh my god, where's Shredder? It's our unofficial mascot, guys. Which, I mean, I don't know if I'm alone in this. I never really had that much school pride, all right? Like, if my de facto school mascot went missing, heck, if my actual school mascot went missing, I wouldn't have been searching for it at all. I would have been like, dang, that sucks. I'm just gonna go about my Tuesday because I don't really care. But apparently the fish is super important to this school, right? So everybody's searching for the fish, trying to figure out what happened to the fish, and after about a week of searching, a week after Shredder went missing, a story comes out. And at first it's not confirmed, but eventually it comes out to be true. And basically, what had happened to this poor fish was something along the lines of this. Leanne, right, you know, had decided to eat the class pet, bro. The reason she had been asking in the other class what would happen is if somebody eat the class pet was she had snuck into science class and decided that for breakfast, the McSausage McGriddle from McDonald's wasn't good enough, bro. And she apparently wanted a little bit of a fish fillet on that hoe, basically, right? And when she gets called into the office and people are questioning, why did you eat the fish? Like, what made you feel like it was necessary to walk into a science classroom and eat the class pet, bruh? The story gets even crazier. She claims that she wanted to eat the fish because it was talking to her and it told her to eat it. Yes, that's right. Not only was Leanne a little bit weird for asking what punishment would be given to a student who ate the fish. No, Leanne actually thinks she was living in an episode of a Finding Nemo TV show where apparently fish are out here asking for ya. You know, it's too dark in here, man. I don't want to live this life anymore. Will you please just do me a favor and eat me instead? I can't live like this anymore, you know? I really can't. And if that doesn't get weird enough, she also says that for weeks she had been going into the science class early in the morning, and the fish and her had been fighting. And apparently the fish had threatened that as soon as it evolved arms, it was going to beat up Leanne. So when it told her to eat the fish, she realized that it was her only a chance to avoid the fight. I can't make this up, bro. This is what she is telling people, is that a fish was talking to her, trying to get her to fight it. Like, what? And then the solution to this was, better just eat it, you know? You couldn't have just, like, killed the fish. You had to swallow it whole. Like, what is the fun in fishing for a fish swimming around in a fish tank, bro? Like, you just shoved your hand in there and decided, oh, look, they're biting today. Ripped them out and decided to chew them up, bro? Like, the snack that smiles back goldfish is a cracker. It's not the actual fish, dude. Poor little Shredder never stood a chance. What was he supposed to do? Guppy her tongue with his big old eyes going... Looking for some water? I don't think so, man. Maybe he's still alive in her stomach acid to this day. But regardless, dude, she tells everybody that the fish was trying to fight her, and that is why she needed to do her best to make sure that he couldn't fight her. Excuse me, if you think you're actually gonna lose a fight against a fish, you need to reevaluate your strength. Humans have these things called thumbs, right? They're super useful for, fighting goldfish, because goldfish can't breathe air, bro. What is a goldfish gonna hit you with? You ever seen a Magikarp try to fight in Pokemon? It just sits there and splashes around. I don't understand how a goldfish could have actually been a threat. So, regardless, she's telling everybody this, and obviously everyone in the school is super confused, and the dean's office tries to prevent this from getting out. They're like, don't tell anyone what happened to the goldfish. Obviously, when someone finds out that somebody in your class thinks that a goldfish was talking to them and needed to be eaten to prevent a fight, people are gonna talk about it, bro. Like, I don't know how you expect people to not spread that rumor. So the rumor starts getting spread around that she ate the goldfish, and the worst part is, what does Leanne do when confronted with this? When somebody says, did you eat the goldfish? Instead of saying, I don't know, no, or that's not the whole story, or it's complicated, she doesn't deny it, bro. She just says, yeah, I did it, but it's because the fish was trying to fight me. She starts trying to explain to other students that she ate everyone's favorite class pet because it tried to fight her. And obviously, this leads to everybody in the school ruthlessly picking on Leanne because she pretended that she could talk to a goldfish that was threatening to fight her, bro. So now the dean's office is involved again, trying to figure out why people are picking on Leanne. I'm gonna break it down for you, Mr. Dean. You don't need an investigation to figure out what's going on. She ate a goldfish and tried to say that it was threatening her, bro. Obviously, middle schoolers are going to make fun of that, dude. Like, I would make fun of that. If I had a coworker, bro, if Cyrus walked in my room tomorrow and said, I ate a goldfish because it was threatening me and said it was gonna fight me, I would make an entire video talking about how weird this kid is, let alone somebody else that ate the class pet, bro. What do you expect to happen? Real talk, if you guys are still watching this video, can you guys just comment RIP Shredder, dude? Because I just want to know what was going through that poor fish's mind, man. He's looking confused. There's some girl with big eyes in front of him. She starts talking about, oh, you want to fight, huh? What would you do if I ate you? He's like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. I do not speak English. I'm a goldfish. I don't really know what you would like me to do at the point. I really don't speak English, so I don't know why you think I want to fight you. Next thing you know, he's just plucked out of his little tank and eaten, bruh. Like... rest in peace. Rest in peace, Shredder. Real talk. R.I.P. Comment rest in peace, Shredder, if you hope that he had a peaceful death. On that note, though, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of the video. R.I.P. Shredder. Use code SCRUBBY at G Fuel checkout for 30% off. Get yourself some merch, and today's notification shout-out goes to the always fantastic Jules, like Julia, 321. Thank you for the shout out. I do really appreciate it. If you want a notification shout out, just do me a favor. Turn on notifications. Send me a screenshot to my Instagram at Scrubby. Follow me on Twitter at Scrubby_69. And on that note, hope you guys all have an absolutely incredible day. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure you're hot. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. I'm out. Peace.